Good morning all. This is Grandison Shine, Chief Marketing Officer of Direct to Business Marketing, and welcome to another edition of the Get Direct webinar series. We are going to continue talking about the marketing action plans. We're calling them the marketing action plans. And as you can see here, the title slide, if you have $0 budget per month, here are some of the things that we feel you should do and some of the things you should incorporate in your marketing budget. Next, we're going to talk about a $500 a month marketing plan, go to $1,000 and keep going upwards so you can understand some of the marketing things that we feel you should be doing. Now, we've outlined about 12 different marketing aspects. So we're going to talk about the 5 that we pick here. If you have $0 budget per month, are the ones that you should be utilizing in your marketing campaign. So if we go to the next slide, we see our handy little graph here, the diagram of our lead flow diagram, lead flow process. We always focus on 4 things, right? Marketing principle number 11 focuses on what? Remember, generate, capture, store, and nurture, right? Those 4 things should be superimposed over your entire marketing campaign. Generating the leads, we pick 5 different lead generators. Then from there, it gets captured via the website. From there, we store it somewhere, either in the back of our website or the website we have put up for you, and it can also go into your lead management system. And then the nurturing aspect. This is where the drip email campaigns are focused, and then also for you picking up the call or picking up the phone and calling them, right? So today we're going to talk about emails. Last week, watch the video from last week. It's on our website, directbusinessmarketing.com. I spoke about video blogging. Absolutely free, but it takes some time in order for you to make the videos. We also provided you with the video best practices sheet, so you can also understand how what the video should have in it and how long they should be and everything else. So emails, still a very, very effective way of communicating. Let's go to our next slide. And it can be used as a very good attention grabber for a product or a service or an event that you want to promote. Now, it's imperative, again, to understand that we have these little devices now, these mobile devices that have integrated themselves into our lives. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, either way. Let's use those appropriately also. Why? Because people are getting emails via their smartphones. So yes, at the computer, the desktop, the laptop, and then we have these mobile devices, the tablets, and even the cell phones that can receive emails. So it's going to be imperative that we understand how to appropriately use the email so they're not too long. Remember, a smaller screen, a smaller device, they'll have to scroll up, scroll down, those sorts of things, and we do not want a lot of information, a lot of text. We want them to do something directly that we tell them to do via the email. Okay, now again, email is still a very effective way of communicating when you want to sell a product, a service, or let someone know about an event or something like that. Okay, so marketing principle number 8. If you look on our website, directbusinessmarketing.com, click on the services tab, you'll see all of our marketing principles on the right-hand side. Marketing principle number 8 focuses on building your community or your list. Now, I'm assuming already that since we're talking about emails, that you already have started building this community. You already have a list of buyers, a list of prospects, and a list of clients, whatever you may want, however you want to segment it, that you already have that. Now, if you don't, let's talk, because there are systems that you can put in place that will automatically help you do that, okay? Remember, the whole capture piece of this is where we're going to, or I should say store pieces, the whole database where we're going to store it. So we want to make sure that marketing principle number 8 is in effect, building our community list. And what I also provided for you here at the bottom of this slide is an email marketing checklist, okay? Take a look at that, download it. directbusinessmarketing.com/download/sos/email-marketing-checklist.pdf. So it's a little bit long, but take your time and just type it out a little bit, all right, here from the slide, and you can get it directly. So it has some very good information on how, or the mindset and how you should be putting together your emails. Now I'm going to talk about something at the end of this, how we can make this very, very simple and still have it to be very, very effective in your marketing campaign. Now this, again, is a very powerful tool. So let's go to our next slide. Let's talk about 3 points here. If you're a realtor and we're talking about, let's take this in conjunction again with the shorter stay calculator, but this can be superimposed over any particular marketing campaign, okay? So let's talk about the shorter stay calculator. If you have past email clients or an email list for past clients, make sure you email them. Make sure you stay in touch with them. That should go without saying, but I want to say it again, reiterate, you must be emailing them every single month at least one time a month. You want to create that top of mind awareness, and that's going to be super effective for you in order to move your business forward and communicating with them that, hey, I'm still the trusted advisor that you want and need in order to buy this next house or to get this other service or whatever else however you're positioning yourself, okay, as a real estate agent. Number 2, pick a frequency in which you're going to email them and stick to it, okay? Just stick to it. Doesn't matter how often it is, but I say at least, again, once a month. Keller Williams focuses on the 33 touch. We like to email them a little bit more than that, 33 times a year, because we have different product services, different databases and whatnot. But staying in front of them via email is going to be critically important. So pick a frequency and stick to it. Number 3, you want to set them up on an automated drip campaign. Now, there are some things that you can do within the drip campaign as far as nurturing. Remember, a marketing principle number 11 talks about, the last bullet talks about nurturing the lead. So once you have that lead, once you have that client, you want to continue to nurture them. Drip campaigns is an easy way to do that. It takes a lot of front end, perhaps however many emails you have, some front end information or energy that's going to be utilized by you in order to upload the emails, in order to construct the emails, which is another service that we provide. If you want a totally custom deal, we can talk about it later on. But understanding how to do that is really going to position you, or putting them on a drip campaign is going to position you to, again, keep that top of mind awareness. It's all about the whole psychology of what this person is thinking in terms of when you are marketing to them via your product or to position a product or a service, okay? Last slide here, and then I'll make sure that we leave this with my contact information. So when we send out email, we send an email out very, very simple. And by the way, this is going to go into part 2 for next week. So right now we're working on part 1. When we send the email, it's very, 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 very simple. First point that you want to make sure you have in your email, what do they see first when an email comes through? 2 things, who it's from, and you'll see that that's one of the things that should be on your, and that's actually on the checklist, so make sure you take a look at the checklist. And then 2, a subject line. So at the very minimum, in an in-email client, they're going to see your name, who it's from, and they're going to see the subject line. Now, the subject line is going to be, let's just drill down and get to the brass tacks here. The subject line has to be attention grabbing. In order for them to really, really pay attention and for you to focus and laser focus their attention right on what you want them to do, that subject line has to be very, very important to them. Why? Because they're going to look at it, judge it, and say, I'll read it later, or, hey, I may read this right now, right? And there's a lot of different ways that we'll talk about in copyright, how we play on words, how we can spend certain things, but still keep it truthful, right? And make sure that we get the click-through rate that we want for the email tracking and making sure that they open the email. The sole job of the subject line is to do one thing and one thing only. Get them to click on that email and read it. Start reading it. From there, you have the body copy, right? So the body copy becomes very, very important. So what do we want to talk about the body copy? 1 paragraph. Let's do 1 paragraph, maybe 2, maybe 2. That's we can talk about when 2 is appropriate, but 1 paragraph, 4 to 5 lines, and then that's it for the body copy. Okay? Then you're going to list 3 to 5 bullet points. Bullet point number 1, which is a feature or benefit, you can have that bullet point be 1. Bullet number 2, again, another feature benefit they're going to read. And number 3, another feature and benefit, and then after that, a link, right? That link is going to go where? If you said directly to my blog post or my content management system that DBM set up for me, then that is absolutely correct. And that link will be a permalink that we have in our system. It will be an SEO search engine optimized link because it will have the keyword phrase in it, right? So when they click on it, it's going to go to your site, the one that you want them to see. It's going to go directly to that post, right? And from there, they can read all the other information. But even more powerful, okay? Now I'm going to really come to the camera a little bit. Even more powerful is to have a video on that blog post, right? Use the video. Go back to point number 1 that we went to last week, the video blogging. So you can have some text there, but also have that video blog there, and you are going to have a better result in them listening to what you want them to do and adhering to whatever product or service that you want to promote, okay? One of the things I like to make sure is that we have a couple of different options. I like to use this myself, a couple of different PSs. One PS is going to just kind of reiterate something above, a feature benefit above, and then the second bullet, the PS, is going to have the link again. So the rule of thumb is the more links you have, we want to have to only be one link, the same link. The more links you have, if you have a little bit lengthier email, again, the more links you have, the more clicks that you'll get, okay, the more click rate, so click-through rate. And then everything else, that's it. I mean, everything else comes to you saying what you want them to do on the video. Hey, here's my product, here's my service, here's what we're going to do, okay? So I'm Granish and Shines. This completes this edition of the Get Direct marketing series, the Get Direct webinar series. Next week, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on emails, and I'm going to talk about what it should look like. I'll show you a little diagram on how we can use gauntlets and drip campaigns and everything else, and I'll explain what that is. So I'm signing out right now. I'll talk to you next week. Thank you very much. Again, the Get Direct webinar series airs every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.